Hey everyone, in this video I want to cover why going Super Saiyan, like the Dragon Ball warriors, is actually a great technique for communication or for presenting. Let's take a look at why. So the key concept that I want to cover here is activation. That is, before a presentation or before a meeting or something important, the best communicators just come alive. They give themselves permission to unleash something and to actively become someone else, or to just unleash more characteristics which are helpful, to give themselves mental permission to do whatever they want. This is important because before going into any presentation or sale or negotiation, you can be reactive or you can be active. That is, you can be reactive and you can go in kicking and screaming and trying to resist it, or you can acknowledge that you need to do this and take control of it, be active, and you can decide this is how I'm going to do it and this is how I'm going to enter the room, the stage, whatever it is. And when you decide to become active, you do this sort of activation. That is, as soon as you enter the door, you just become somebody else. You're acting, you are performing, you are really becoming alive. And that's the process of activation. And this is where I go back to the Dragon Ball warriors, right? If you watch the Dragon Ball anime, you'll realize that they do like this pose to gather power, and they have like the yellow cloud with the power surging, and they do that before they launch a full-scale attack. So they concentrate power and then they shoot like the energy beam or other attacks. And that's exactly what you gotta do before a big presentation or a sale or event. What you do is you prepare yourself and you concentrate power, and then as soon as you walk on stage or as soon as the negotiation begins or whatever it is, you unleash that power. You enter with a swagger, you become somebody else, or at least you turn up your current personality to the max. So this is the process of activation. It is when you enter that stage or that room, you are not continuing your emotional state from before. Instead, you are clearly delineating the before and the after, and as soon as you enter the room, that separation allows you to become somebody else, or it allows you to give yourself permission to be completely different. So you may ask, in terms of the activation, how do we actually do it? And the key here is there's usually a ritual. So you may have a cherished memory, you may have a lucky shirt, you may have a lucky pen, you may have a music playlist, whatever it is. But usually, it's some sort of object or totem or token that allows you to give yourself positive emotions. So what happens is, if you do it every single time before you walk on stage or before a sales call or whatever it is, then what's going to happen is that that object or that ritual is going to become associated with power. And then what happens is that that ritual itself starts to give you power. So for example, if before every successful presentation you listen to a specific song, then what's going to happen is that in the future, before any presentation, when you listen to the song, you already have that baggage of positive experiences. So what's going to happen is that as soon as you listen to the song before you walk on stage, immediately those positive emotions just come surging. Again, it's literally like the Dragon Ball warriors. You're gathering power and concentrating power, and as soon as it's go time, you unleash all of that power and you step to the next level. It's a funny analogy, but it's very accurate in terms of presenting. And here's the key. You have to find the activation ritual that really works for you, and it may be something very weird or non-conventional at all. So to give you an example, in my specific case, when I was younger, I was a very big fan of video games, and I still am to some extent. But I would love my Game Boy, and I would have these very good emotions from playing these video games like Pokemon or Zelda. And what happened was, at some point when I started presenting and communicating, I literally asked myself, hey, I need good emotions before a presentation, and the Game Boy gives me good emotions. So can I just play a game for 5 minutes before I walk on stage? And it's exactly what I did, and it worked in a wonderful manner. So what I would say is, don't care about what seems to be the right way or what seems to be what you should do. Just really ask yourself, what gives me power? What makes me feel alive? It may be a memory of a family member, it may be a trip that you've experienced, a vacation, it may even be a product that you just bought. If you want to be materialistic, there's nothing wrong with it here, as long as it serves to give you that activation. What you want to do, again, you want to concentrate power and you want to unleash it when you walk on stage or when you go into the call or whatever it is in that situation. So to summarize what we've discussed, you need some sort of activation. Just like the Dragon Ball warriors, concentrate power, and then when it's go time, unleash it all at once. And you usually do this by having an activation ritual. That is, before going on stage, before entering the call, you have something that just injects good emotions in you, and it makes you feel powerful. It can be a song, it can be a memory, it can be meditation, whatever it is that really gives you that energy. Don't assume that you should behave in the same way before the conversation or before the call and after, because you need to have a clear separation. When you separate the two contexts, you allow yourself to really make that shift all at once when you enter the stage, or again, the call or whatever it is. This serves for any communication, presentation, or persuasion purpose. If you've enjoyed the video, remember to like and subscribe. And don't forget to check out the channel because we have more communication, negotiation, and persuasion videos. Thank you so much for watching.